Alright. So today we have to start the bank account and the bank reconciliation statements. Right? Then we'll start the bank account and the bank reconciliation statements for this lesson. Okay. Now, when it comes to bank account and bank reconciliation statement, I just first tell you how the process is working, right? So the methodology when it comes to businesses, right? When it comes to businesses, there is a main cashier, right? There is a main cashier. This main cashier will be like this main cashier will be maintaining or a bank account. Right? This main cashier will be maintaining a bank account. Or the businessman, right? Main cashier or the businessman, he will be maintaining a bank account. Okay. This cashier will be maintaining a bank account in his accounting books. And then this bank account is something that the business maintains, right? This is something that the business maintains. Any cash deposits, any check issues, right? Any check deposits, all things will be recorded here. And then in the meantime, the bank itself, right? The bank itself will be maintained. They also maintain kind of a, like the bank itself, they do kind of maintain what you call a bank statement, right? They do maintain a bank statement. Okay? So there's the main cashier. This is us, right? The business. We are maintaining the cash book and other accounts. And then we maintain the independent bank account. There it is prepared by the business itself. And here that we have the bank. They prepare the statement. We call it the bank statement. All the bank related transactions will be recorded here by the bank. मतलब bank account. Now let's say we have money, right? We have money in our bank account. Sorry, in our cash book, right? We have money in our cash book. This money is now being deposited to the bank account. This money is now being deposited to the bank account. That means the cash book, right? The cash book will decrease. That means cash book credit. The bank account is an asset account. So the bank account, right? The bank account will debit. So that is the double entry for this transaction. If cash is deposited to the bank account, we say bank account debit, cash account debit. That is the double entry. And let's say we received a check, right? After check it, at the time, right? We get a check from our hand. Right? Because pocket to the check packet. This check will be deposited. And the bank account before it comes out. When it comes out pocket, that means the cash increases. The cash book will not be. If a transaction says received check for sales done to the thing, that means it is not cash transaction, it comes to cash. If it says check deposited to the bank account, that means cash book will decrease and the bank account will increase. On normal transactions, yeah, right? So that is the basics, right? Those basics will be in the bank account. Then, yes, we give the clarity to the bank account and the bank statement, right? We give the clarity to the bank account and the bank statement. The thing is, at the end of the month, right, at the end of the month, when you pay the balance, so when you pay the balance in this particular bank account, let's say it is 1,000, right? The balance of the bank account is 1,000. It should be equal to the balance of the bank statement result. Right? Balance of the bank account should be equal to the balance of the bank statement price given. Because I can it is unknown. But the thing is, then, right, due to certain transactions, right, due to certain transactions, right, due to certain transactions, the bank account in the bank statement, the bank account and the bank statement will not, it will not be equal due to certain transactions. the bank account and the bank statement will be equal, right? Listen, my example, this is my bank account. Let's say I issued a check. I'm issuing a check. Then one second, right? 1 second, I'm issuing a check. I think you will immediately go to the bank and you will get the money. So what I do? My bank account is there, right? My bank account is there. Actually, I issue. I think the money the goes from my bank account only. The actual bank account is I take money. So what I do in my bank account, I credit it. I think the bank statement is decrease. But due to some reason, you have not obtained money. Due to some reason, you have not yet obtained it. That means it never went to the bank statement. එතකොට මෙතන තියෙනවා මේ transaction එක මෙතන ඒ transaction එක නෑ missing, right? මේ transaction එක missing. Now things like this are what we do, right? In a bank account, whatever we record in the debit slip, whatever we record in the debit slip will be recorded. Whatever we record in the debit slip will be recorded in the bank statement credit slip. Why is that? Whatever we record in the bank account in the debit slip will be recorded in the bank statement's credit side. Why? The bank account funds, the bank account money. It is to me, it is an asset. It is my money, so it is an asset to me. Then it is the bank statement, it is money. It is someone else's money. This is my bank's money. This is my money. My money is mine. The bank has to give me back anytime I'm asking. So the bank statement for the bank statement, it is liability. So when the liability is, it gets credited. Bank account, asset credited, on the other hand, the bank statement gets credited. Okay. And when the bank statement, when the bank account credits, the bank statement gets debited. When the bank account gets credited, the bank statement will get debited. Okay. Now, I said, according to some transactions, what you call the bank account and the bank statement balances will not equalize. One is due to uncontinued transaction due to you are not presenting the check somewhere. Due to unpresented checks. Or else I'm depositing a check in my bill. I'm depositing a check in my bill. And by this deposited check, right? This deposited check is not getting realized. Sign එක වැරදි වෙන්න පුළුවන්, මොකක් හරි reason එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. There is some reason it is not getting deposited in my bank account. That means it is an unrealized. It's an unrealized check. Or else, now they give me a bank checkbook, right? They give me a checkbook. For this checkbook, they charge amount of money. They charge an amount of money. The bank account technically needs some money. Bank charges. So bank charges is not the account here. Okay. After bank statement, the hundred is more. So unpresented checks, unrealized checks, bank charge, right? And then unpresented checks, unrealized checks, bank charges. It was at the end of the direct expenses. Again, we bank direct bank so direct expenses so direct expenses. Right? Direct expenses again direct cash cash bank account statement so those are some reasons like reasons we can see why the bank account in the bank statement is one the last. Some sense, not some sense. Now in this point, actually, the reason you can make justice. When something don't have pay me bank account 1,000 rupees with bank statement again 900 BTC. Okay, so it can be done to several reasons. There is none. While not the Pune, sometimes administration like sometimes anarchy. So you have to adjust this, right? Now, when banking can be bank, like we can't do that. So we are going to correct the bank accounts. So we prepare registered bank book and bank reconciliation statement. Okay, we will move on sometimes. I'll share. I have shared you the PDF. PDF check PDF question number one. So that is, I guess, from 2015, right? Mana mata kaya 2015 waliin tibbe. Em ko balum. Uh, And the first question is the bank has the cash book of Amali's business for the month of September has given me. So they have given the cash book, right? So sometimes I have cash book sometimes bank account don't worry. Think those both are same, right? Just think they are not maintaining a separate bank account. They are ඔක්කොම transaction කරන්න එක තැනකින්. Cash booking එකෙන්ම තමයි ඔක්කොම කරන්නේ. Okay? So let's see this. Now that balance, and then there is a statement as well. Balanga, when you get this kind of a question, right? I'll share the screen with. Okay, look at this particular thing. Here, here you have got the balance in this area, 3,500. And then you have got a balance here for 17,400. Then you have, yeah, 17,400. And then here you have another balance as 14,800. That means in the beginning of the month, on the first of the particular month, right? On first of the particular month, opening balance of this bank account is 3,500. And then at the end of the month, the balance is 17,400. Yeah, 17,400. This is in the bank account. The bank statement says the beginning balance was 3,500, but at the end of the month, it was 14,800. That means the bank account is higher than the bank statement. So there can be some differences. Ne? We'll see. I need to find cross checking. You have to cross check what are the differences between these accounts. Right? You have to cross check what are the differences between these accounts. So you need to cross check this is. You have to say, right? You have to say like this. And method they don't need this in the debit side, right? So the debit side items, you have to see whether these debit side items are there in the credit side. The receipts column එක තියනවාද කියලා බලන්න. And then you have to see whether these credit side items are there in this payment column. You have to see like this. You have to see whether the debit side item of the bank account, the cash book, is there in the bank statement receipts. And then you have to see whether the credit side items is there in the payment columns of the uh, in the payment columns of the bank's statement. No mismatch කරගන්න තමයි cross match කරගන්න තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Right? Now we'll see whether it is there or not. The balance, so of course, it is there. Then there is a cash deposit 6,000. It is right. We'll just කරගමු. Okay. 6,000 is there. The 6,000 is there. 4,500 is there. 4,500 is there. 6,400 is there. Kepua, 5,000 is there. And then 5,000 is there. Okay. We'll check now. The 2,000 is there. And this 2,000 is there. 800 is there. The 800 is there. 3,400, 2,100. Yes. That is there as well. Okay. $1,500. Yeah. The 1,500 is missed. Okay, now there is unpriced items, right? Right? Okay. Now I can say that some unpriced items are there. The debit side of the cash deposit is 2,800, but you can't see that in the receipts column of the statement. In the credit side of the bank account, there is 1,500, but you can't see that in the payments column. And in the payments column, you have bank charge and standing order. You can't see that anywhere in the bank account. Now you have to do this. Now first you have to prepare, right? First you have to prepare the adjusted bank account. No, adjusted bank account tab now. And then there is bank reconciliation statement. Like the registered bank account and the bank reconciliation statements. In the registered bank account, you have to take the balance. The balance is how much? 17,400. As at 31st, this is not 31st, 30th. As at 30th, November, I guess. Not November, September. The balance is 17,400. You have to take this balance, not the 3,500 or not the 14,800. It has to be 17,400, the balance that you can see there. And then like I had a record, right? I had record. What did you have, right? You had record the items that you have that you had in the statement. Statement to get the adjusted bank account, right? You have to record the things that are in the statement, but it's not in the adjusted bank account. Okay. So you can see at the end of the statement, there are two elements. That is, and even in the middle, there is a direct remittance, and then there is bank charges and standing orders. You have to record there. Direct remittances. I have record the dates as well. Huh? Direct remittance will be debited as rupees 2000. There is a land charge for rupees 100, not much. And then there is a standing order. Because standing orders are also the reason why the bank account and the bank statements are not matching. Huh? And the direct remittance bank charge standing order is another reason. 4,200. Yes. Then now we have to take the balance of this. So this column it would be 19,400. This will be 19,400. Then here it is 4,300. 19,400 billing. 19,400 billing. 4,300 around here. This is 100. This is 50. So take this values, right? This is I have to take this balance here as balance carried forward, right? This is balance carried down. We say, sorry, BBF. And here you have to take the balance. Balance of, right? Registered bank balance. The registered bank balance is 15,100. You have to take that balance here. Now this registered bank balance, you have to take whatever, right? You have to take all the information that is in the bank account that we have prepared, right? Debit side, the credit side in the statement, adjustments, unrecorded adjustments, make the guide. So first, the rule is simple rule. You have to add all the unpresented checks. You have to add all the unpresented checks, then you have to deduct all the unrealized checks. You have to add all the unpresented checks, then you have to deduct all the unrealized checks. Now, where do you find the unpresented checks? Unpresented means we have given, but it is not encashed, right? Aping dila තියෙනවා, but ඒවට සල්ලි අරන් නැහැ කවුරු. So those what you call as unpresented checks. So you can see there is a in the credit side of the bank account there is a check for rupees 1,500. So that will be an unpresented check. So there is a check number. You can record that check number as well. Check number 163, 165. Check number 153, 165. That is for rupees 1,500. And then unrealized checks that you can see in the debit side. The debit side there is 70%, 1,800. That check has not been realized. So you have to take that check as a right. Check 1,800. Now you have to deduct that time. Now what is the difference? 1,500 minus 1,800. That will be negative 300. That will be negative 300. So when you deduct 300 from this particular thing, then you deduct 300 from 15,100, the answer will be 14,800. This is what we call the balance as per bank statement. This is what we call the balance as per the bank statement. May 14,800 නෙමෙයිද බලන්න ඔයාලගේ සිග්නේචර් තියෙන statement එකක් තියෙන්නේ. Those things has to be equal. If it is equal only, we say the sum is correct. In case if it is not equal, the sum is wrong. Okay. So that is one question that we can discuss. Then we'll move on to the other one. Okay, question number two, the bank account has done its business as of 30th September balance rupees 18,000, but the balance of the bank statement received month did not match with the balance of the bank account. Let the following differences reveal. As a standing order, there is an unrealized check and there is an unpresented check. Now we have prepared the registered bank account and the bank reconciliation statement. So here they have not given the balance of the bank statement. So what even again, right? Ah, strictly the registered bank account. Adjusted bank account. Take the balance. The balance is 18,000, right? They have given the balance as 18,000. You have to make it here. And then standing orders, right? Yeah. There's a standing order. That means the adjusted bank account has to get credit. Standing order. Standing order is for rupees 1,000. Okay. If- And okay, that's all. Let's write in it. So you have to take 18 here, 18 here. So if you deduct 6 from 18, that is 12. This 12 becomes your balance carried, sorry, balance board forward. This balance, we take it here, right? We'll take that balance here. This is balance, right? Okay. So you take the balance here as adjusted bank account, that is 12,000. Adjusted bank account is 12,000. Then you have to add unpresented checks. Then you have to minus unrealized checks. So first we have an unrealized check that will replace 3,000 minus 3,000, right? Right, there's a check for 3,000, and then there's unpresented check for 4,800, right? There's a they haven't given any numbers, right? Check number check particular number down, check 111 kilo, number down, check 222 kilo, particular number down. Then you give a number. Okay. So you have to add this and then divide this. So when you do the math, it is 1,800. Okay. 12,000 plus 1,800 then becomes 13,800. And this is the balance as per the bank statement. You write here, uh, right? Balance as per bank statement on 30th September, right? On number dated on vote. So that is 13,800. So that is the simple math that you have to do here. We'll go for another sum. Good place, good place. I'll keep the format. I'll do the same thing again and again in the bank account and the bank reconciliation statement. What is game up, man? Right. Right. So now there is this 2017, right? This is from 2017. Here, once again, I'll share the screen. So we'll do this together. Once again, Give me a second. Some network issue, I guess. Okay. Right. So the bank account for business, right? And the bank statement received from the bank is given below. The balance 18,500. Check deposit 9,200. That is there. Check 518 is there. Check 518 is there. Sometimes relevant extra check numbers in check numbers in extra. Check 16, sorry, 16 is done, right? So, like done there. 615 is there, right? We will cross it. 615 is there. We will cross it. Here. And 616 it is there. So, we will cross it as well. 616 is there. We will cross it. And direct remittance is no the standing order. No. Right. So, these are the 617 with net. Okay. So, these are the elements that we find. So balance 18,500. Take that balance to the adjusted bank book. Right? Sorry, not 18,500. This one 16,500. The balance 16,500. Sorry. So for this 16,500, we have to get the items which are in the bank statement. So you can find there's a direct remittance and a standing one, right? A direct remittance and a standing one. Nothing, bank accounting. So the direct remittance is here, right? Direct. That is 8,000, I guess. Yes. And then there is a standing order, insurance. That is rupees 5,000. Okay. That is 8,000 and 5,000. On the balance, right? If you get the balance, that is 16,500 plus 8,000, right? That means 16. That is 23,500, right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, sorry, 24,500. 24,500, 24,500. And then if you get the difference between this, minus 5,000 direct kar lagata, if you get the difference, that becomes 19,500. So that is the balance, adjusted balance of the bank statement, like a bank account. So now you take that balance to the bank reconciliation statement as adjusted bank balance, that is 19,500. Then you have and the unpresented checks. You have to deduct the unrealized checks. Right? And the unpresented checks, they have to deduct the unrealized checks. Now, the unpresented checks, the unpresented checks that you have, that is, there's a purchase 616. Check number 617, right? Check number 617, that is 20,000, right? 20,000. And then there is check number 215, right? Check number 215, that is unrealized, right? Check number 215, that is unrealized, that is for rupees 16,000. I have to deduct this. So 19,500 plus 20,000, that is the difference between these two. That is 4,000, 20,000, 16 gallon 4,000. If you add 4,000 to this 19,500, it becomes 23,500. It becomes 23,500. So that is the balance as per bank statement, right? Balance as per bank statement is that. So that is added. Okay, so we can copy down. Hmm, I'll just stop the share. Okay, you can see, right? Balance as per the bank statement is this. Right. Following are the bank account and the bank statement is business. Okay. Now this is the fourth sum, right? The balance of the bank account and the bank statement received from Serimal's business. Mm, there is a small glitch, I guess. Right. Um, okay, now we'll cross check this. Okay. So there's a check deposit of 15,000, right? Yeah, 15,500 is there. And then you take here, that is there. And then there's a check deposit of 25,000. Then there's check deposit of 25,000. And that's all. 12,000 again. Right? There's a 20,000. There is a 20,000. And then there is 3,000. And there is 3,000. And there is 24,000. And there is 24,000 here. 5,000, 22,000, may 2,000, 1,000. ठीक है? Net. Right? Okay. So now we'll cross check. We have done the cross checking. Now we'll do the sum, right? I'll do the sum. Right. Okay. I just start bank account. I just start bank account. Then there is the bank reconciliation, right? The bank reconciliation. Okay. Now the balance at the end of this bank account is rupees 2,500. Right? That is the balance. Right? So this for this balance, we have in the direct remittance. Do we have any direct remittances? Um, do we have any direct remittances? No, right? There are no any direct remittances. Okay, there is only two elements. That is insurance charge and a bank charge. Right? Insurance 1,000 and the bank charge that is 2,000. Sorry, insurance is 2,000. The bank charge is 1,000. Right? The insurance is 2,000 and the bank charge is 1,000. Okay. And then we'll take the balance now. 3,000, right? So we have to deduct 3,000 from this 22,500. That will become 19,500. It will become 19,500. Sure, right? Okay. And then out of this 19,500 has to be taken to here as adjusted bank balance, right? I take it here. Uh, Adjusted bank balance, that is 19,500, 19,500, and then you have that the unpresented checks minus unrealized checks, right? పట్టనేసి మనకి త్యాగాన్ని unpresented checks తీనుకోలేదు. The unpresented checks are something that we have issued. That means payment correct. Unrealized checks can have deposit. That is in our debit side. Unpresented is in our credit side. Unrealized is in our debit side. Okay. So unpresented checks are going to be account. There's a rent charge 5,000. Check number 304, right? Check number 304, that is rupees 5,000. That is an unpresented. Unrealized checks on check number 100, right? Check 100 that is rupees 10,000. Right now, when you deduct this, right, 5,000 from 5,000, if you deduct 5,000, that will be minus 7,000, right? So we have deduct 7,000 from this 19,500 as well. So when you deduct 7,000 from 19,500, that becomes 12,500. So we can see that at the end of our bank statement, right, when I submit it in the bank statement, at the end you have 12,500. If the sum is correct, it has to be equal. Equal and on. Right. So that is the balance as per the bank statement. We have to mention here. Balance as per the bank statement, that's at 31st of December. Right. So that's how you do this. Okay. So you can try out the remaining questions. Question number 5, question number 6, question number 7. And 6, 7, cycle down. If you have any doubts and if you have any problems with regard to those questions, please contact me, right? No issue. On the result if you want an conversation, or it's okay. Madam message then solve then I will go to the remaining questions. That is the answer to this particular lesson, right? Lesson and same questions for you right? And the check of rupees 10,000 issued to creditor was dishonored. Because of this, in the business, the check of rupees 20,000. Right, I'll change the highlighter. Okay. So when the check issued to the creditor was dishonored, the bank balance increased and the creditor's balance also increased. Yes, ne? The bank balance increased, creditor balance decreased. No. The bank balance decreased. No. The credit balance increases. Uh-huh. Yeah. When the check issued, right? When you issue a check, you deduct the creditors balance didn't deduct. Our check right? One creditor check the creditors balance will decrease. And also in the meanwhile, the bank balance will also decrease. Both are decreased. But now what happens? The check got dishonored. So what happens now? We have to undo this. Bank balance will also increase, the check balance, the creditors balance will also increase. So the answer would be answer number 1. Answer number 1 will be the correct one. The credit balance of the bank column is the cash book of this business is, right? The credit balance of the bank column of the business. Credit balance. in a bank account having a credit balance, right? Means what is that? Bank account the cash book, okay? Cash book, cash book or the bank account having a credit balance in the uh, that means like this. Now, there's a credit balance, right? This is the balance mode 4, right? This is the balance mode 4 for the next month. This becomes right. The cash book again. Cash book is aman debit bills. But now it is we are having a credit balance. And we have a credit balance. Aman right? But now it is on the other side. So now we take this as a liability because this is in the bank account. Bank account credit side balance and that means we have taken bank overdraft and additional loan from the bank. It's a short term loan. So this becomes a liability of the business, right? The liability of the business. What is the reason that does not become the cause for the difference between the balance of the bank statement and the balance of the bank account? Does not become a reason for the cause. Check deposited but not being credited to the bank. That's the reason. Bank charges not recorded in the banking list. That is the reason. Check issued to the electricity bill and paid by the bank. Check deposited. Now, check is issued and the bank has paid it. Check issued and the bank has paid. It is not an unpresented check. It is a check that is completed. On check electricity board has encashed that check as well. So that becomes reason why that there is no any difference between the bank account and the bank statement. So the answer would be third one. And the one reason answer imbalance account. The credit balance of the bank statement of Kapila's business for the month of October, right? For the month of October 2018 was rupees 10,000. The credit balance of the bank statement of Kapila's business for the month of October was 12,000. Okay. The credit balance of the bank statement. Give one bank statement. In the bank statement, we have the debit and the credit side. Of a bank account, right? In our bank account, whatever we record in the debit side will be recorded in the credit side here, right? Whatever we record in the credit side will be recorded in the debit side here. But it says in the question, the credit balance of the bank statement, not here, but here. The credit side of the bank statement is rupees 12,000. So that what is that? It is a right. The credit side of the business is it has got a credit balance of 12,000. So that becomes a asset to the business. Of a bank account balance right? So that becomes an asset to the business, not to the bank. It becomes an asset to the business. It's a liability to the bank. It is a liability to the bank. It's an asset to the business. Right? It's a liability to the bank. It's an asset to the business. Answer question number 13 and 14 using the following information. That is the balance of the bank account was 14,100. The balance of the bank statement was different in that date due to the following reasons. Okay. Check deposited but not realized. Direct remittances 2,500. Insurance payment from the bank, which caused the increase in the balance in the bank account than the balance in the bank statement, right? The first one was the reason, right? We have deposited but not realized. Can අපි අපේ account එක වැඩි කරගෙන statement එක වැඩි වෙලා නැහැ. And insurance payment and standing orders, like payment has been done, that payment has been deducted from the bank statement, but we didn't know. Still, because of that reason, the bank account is increased. Okay, so A and C, right? A and C will become the answer, right? Adjusted bank balance as at 30th September, right? So you have to prepare the adjusted bank balance. So we're gonna, for this, not going to um, bank statement or anything, right? You don't have to prepare an adjusted bank book or anything. Just some mind calculations we may find, right? We'll do some mind calculations. Right? We'll take now the balance of the bank account was 14,100. 14,100. Yeah, 14,100. For this 14,100, we had to add any direct remittances, that is 2,500. And then you have to deduct any standing order, that is 3,500. Okay. Okay. Now we'll take like this. Simple. You have to add 2,500, deduct 3,500. So when you do the calculations, that is minus 1,000. So minus 1,000 means you can deduct. That becomes 13,100. For this 13,100, you have to right. This is unrealized checks, right? Deposited but not realized, right? There is an unrealized checks for 8,000. Unrealized check has to be deducted. So that will become now 7,100. We'll see whether this balance is there. Sorry. Sorry. 5,100. 7,000, 5,100. Okay, so the value is 5,100. The debit balance of the bank account as per 31st March was rupees 15,600, while the bank statement is 15,100. The transaction that caused the difference is. So that means the bank account is higher than the bank statement. We'll see why. The insurance premium paid by the bank on standing order is 500. Isn't that the answer, right? Isn't that the answer? Because the bank statement has paid, right? The bank statement has paid 500, but it is not recorded in the bank account. So the answer would be first one. While the bank balance in the cash book of the business as of 31st of January was 19,200, the balance of the bank statement is 200, right? The bank account is 19,200 and the bank statement is 20. So what has caused this? Once again, the statement is higher compared to the bank account. The amount incorrectly credited by the business to the bank column in the cash book is 800, right? So incorrectly we have recorded some amount to the business, right? Because of that reason, the bank account is low. Okay. Credit balance of the bank statement of Samun's business for the month of March was 9,000 and the debit balance of the bank column of the cash book is 10,500. The reason for this difference will be, right? What is the difference? Credit balance of the Samun's bank statement is 9,000 and debit balance of the bank account කියන්නේ bank statement එකේ 9000ක් තියෙනවා, bank account එකේ 10500ක් තියෙනවා. What is the reason for this difference? Maybe sorry, the bank statement is 9,000, the cash book is 10,000. The cash book is higher, right? The bank account is higher, the bank statement is lower. So here the direct dividends received to the bank for the business, no. Check issued but not presented to the bank. Okay. Debtors remittance received to the bank, check deposited but not realized. Check deposited but not realized. Right? We have deposited the check in the account, we have increased our bank account values, but the bank statement did not increase because of some reason. So those are the calculations, or those are the sums that we have to discuss regarding the bank account and the bank reconciliation statement. This is a very simple question. It is frequently asked, like frequently asked question, but patta simple. In a, I just remember these things. In the adjusted bank account, right? In the adjusted bank account, right? Method balance kilogram, right? The balance you take here is the balance of the bank account. That is balance carried down to bank account bank balance. So that value has to be taken here, right? And then if there is any direct remittance, that has to be direct remittance. And then from the adjusted bank account, you have to deduct any standing order, right? Any bank charge, right? Right? Always it will come like this, the format will never change. Then when you get the balance, you get the difference between this and you get the balance, that balance has to be taken here. Adjusted bank balance, right? This will be adjusted bank balance. You take the value here. And this adjusted bank balance, you have to add the unpresented. Okay, Hemamai Hamadam, we will take to, you have to add the unpresented, then you have to minus the, then you have to deduct the unrealized. And then you will, right, get the values here. You have to deduct these things, right? You have to deduct these things. You get the differences and you get the value here. A value will be external, the value will be. This will become the balance as per bank statement. This will become the balance as per the bank statement. This will be the format that you have to only follow. Make a hammer this my right. Make my follow කරන්න ඕන ඔයාලා. මේකට වඩා වෙන right format එකක් නෑ right. This is the thing that you have to follow throughout your entire sum. So I guess this is very simple, right? Make a ගොඩක් අමාරු නෑ, lazy මේ lesson එක. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me 072 9294 481 0729294 481. This is my number. You can contact me anytime you want regarding classes. Right. So with that, thank you and God bless you.